H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks and sometimes Chris Walker, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and a YouTube Live. And is it Baby Friday? It is Thursday, but let me tell y'all something. It's our Friday because the Chop Shop is not aired on Friday, and so we get a chance to start an early weekend. So we shout out and call this Baby Friday. And guess who I am going to shout out now? I'm going to talk to the starting five, the first five people that sign up to the Facebook feed or YouTube feed. I'm sorry, the Chop Shop feed. Y'all, let me tell you something. I got a feeling this show, all of them shows are different and unique, but I got a feeling this one gonna be pretty good to today. Let me shout out to my starting five today. I see, I see. That is Moody, Karen Roach, who's it? Daryl Anderson. That is Moody, Corey Willis, Dale Griggs. Yeah, I'm looking at both of them here. I'm trying to make sure everybody all right. Yeah, I got some more people on there. Let me see. I'm trying to make sure this thing is right. Man, they told me Walt Yates was on here somewhere, but he ain't up on my screen. But I got another screen saying he's there. What's up, Yates? Sixth man today is Todd Byerly. But I see everybody. I see you, Kim. I see you, Jay Jackson. Kenny Gamble, what's up? Kimmy Gamble, I'm gonna need you today, man. I'm gonna need you today. Hey, Kenny Gamble, what summer team that you coach? What summer team? And what age? I'm trying to figure that out. What summer team and what age? Because I ain't been hearing nobody talk about it that much. I'm just trying to check something out. Trying to get better. Had to come. Ooh, I got you. What's up, Jeffrey Day? Jeffrey Day, unique articles. Jeffrey Day, I just came from RCS Sports. I just came off the site, and I don't know how it just disappeared on me. RCS Sports. I just came off the site. Great write-ups about a lot of things that y'all. I got to put my. Do I have to put my? I have to put my my code back in because I don't know why it went off like that. But shout out to y'all, man. You and Doug Donk, y'all doing a fantastic job keeping us informed at RCS Sports. Let me put. Don't y'all be looking at my password. I know some of y'all. Hold up, let me put it in because I can't multitask that good. But Rob, RL9. Okay. Oh, you got the 6. Who got the RL9 Elite? Who coached the RL9 Elite? Help me out. Who coached them too? I'm just curious. Robert Young is in the building. Yeah, I saw. Back to you, Jeffrey Day. I clicked articles. I had a unique article. I guess I wait on Jimmy to come, but I'm gonna tell you how it started off. He said, this is what I like. I don't know who wrote this, but I like this. That's why I'm coming to it. Um, we could take these 10 guys listed below, have a couple of practice, and make it to the championship of any tournament in the region. I'll go a step further and claim this team would beat every single independent team in the state. It just goes to prove there are plenty of available talent in this area, and these guys are indeed talented. However, due to the transfer portal and the changes in D1 recruitment, most of these guys might find themselves on the outside looking in regardless to D1 offers. Sometimes in life, the long way ends up being the best way. Shout out. Oh, okay, you're right. Shout out to Jeffrey there. I don't know who wrote that, but I thought it was unique. And if y'all go to the website, go to RCS Sports and subscribe to it, and you can see those 10 names that I'm talking about. He names, I think, these 10 unsigned seniors. Proud of them. Thank y'all so much for that. Shout out to y'all, man. Believe you me, your work is not done in vain. I appreciate it. If don't nobody else appreciate it, I do. I don't even have a dog in the fight. Don't even have a dog in the fight. But happy birthday today. Happy birthday to my beautiful daughter, Brittany. It's her birthday. She's out in LA. I don't know what she's going to do today. They go to the beach. She took off. She got some things to do. We're going to get together at some time. But shout out to her, my pride and joy, my princess. Ain't no B's and H's in my house. It's a princess. She's a princess. And my son is a warrior. So we have to watch how we talk in our house and around our house. I know some, older people used to say all those crazy words, but in our new, speak to what your kids, speak life into your kids instead of that mess into your kids. Well, shout out to her. Great kid. Great. I always talk about my son because we talk about sports all the time. But gosh, she is just as accomplished. She is. She's on it. She's on it. When I tell you she's on it, she keeps me on it. So, in in honor, I was thinking about y'all today. In honor of, let me find it first. In honor of the draft day, NFL draft started today. Okay, so in honor, I'm being a little facetious. Quick, Robert. In honor of the NFL draft, may we never forget the night when Russell Wilson's ex-wife thought she was set for life, and I got the picture for her. I got that picture for her. She thought she was in there. I had to go there. Y'all, I'm sorry. Little mama thought she was in there. And as we know, CC in the house right now. So just wanted to share that with you. A lot of I got some trying to see. I always got to try to share something with you, but sometimes I be trying to see how next week Women Rock wins. Okay, so be prepared. Kim, get all your girls and all, because I can't talk about it today. I won't talk about it today, but I want to talk about the Meg Thee Stallion situation. I wanted to talk about it this Wednesday, but Jimmy came on and I didn't have a chance. But next Wednesday, Karen, I need all your friends. Tell a friend, tell another friend. I want to talk about this. And you guys come too. I want you guys involved too, because I see a lot of stuff that guys are saying about this situation. And I just want to talk it out because it might help one of our young women or one of our young men who are out here, that situation. It's not to bash nobody, it's to help. So I'm giving you time next Wednesday. I don't usually do this, but next Wednesday we're gonna talk about it. But I was thinking about share the show because I want a few more people to be on because I don't want to go back. This is something that need to be shared and talked about. And I'm just trying, and I'm trying to speak to y'all. Over the last 5 years, the last 6 years, I've been just studying the people that support this show and be on this show, and I try to do something that I can do. I can give them a score of a basketball game. Thank you, Ed Russell. I'm glad you're here, Ed Russell. I can give them a score in a basketball game. I can talk about a sports thing, but sometimes, y'all, we gotta have balance in life. Gotta have balance in life. So that's why I try to throw some things in that we can talk about and share with y'all, just stuff that I've learned. And for me to learn it and process it in my life, Jeffrey Day, I got to be able to articulate it. And then, if it's just a process that I go through. So before I go, I was thinking about the founder of Apple Computers, Steve Jobs, delivering a commencement speech. This is absolutely untrue. Absolutely untrue, King Sticks. And I'll address that later. Shouldn't have let you stop me, but quick. Do me a favor. By the time I finish this, you go do your research of all the players who've been in that situation, and tell me, and let's see, is what you just said is true. Go do your research. Go research all the NFL. I don't know if you mean NFL or NBA. Go research all of them, and you're gonna find yourself very, very, very wrong, on the wrong side of history on that comment. Y'all see, but okay. But the founder of Apple Computers, Steve Jobs, delivered a commencement address before succumbing to cancer. He charged up the graduates by saying, "Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in a square hole, the ones who sees things differently. They are not fond of the rules. You can quote them, you can disagree with them, but you can't ignore them. They push the race forward." I might be talking to some of y'all out there. Check this out. While some may see them as crazy ones, we see genius. Because the ones who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones that do. This message is for those who have a challenge connecting with other people. You can't fit into most groups. You are hard to impress. You are not the type to be jealous. You can't see competition. And you feel no threat. I'm talking to y'all. Most people are thermometers, okay? But you are a thermostat. A thermometer just reads the temperature in the room. But the thermostat sets the temperature for the room. In other words, the entire room changes simply because you show up to your home. When you walk into a room, people try to figure out, who are you? What title do you have? Who you came with? How you survived? What's your story? These the people I'm talking to today. That's why I told y'all need to share this show, because it's some people out there need to hear this today. They have no idea that you don't even know how you even got in the room yourself. But by the grace of God, the hardest thing, y'all, you can ever attempt in life is not being yourself. Did you hear what I just said? I know, because sometimes y'all don't hear me very well. Feel y'all didn't hear me yesterday. The hardest thing you can attempt in life, Ed, if you're still this, Ed, make sure you give me the credit. The hardest thing you can ever attempt in life is not being yourself. The hardest thing you can ever attempt in life is not being yourself. Shakespeare advised, what he said, to thine own self be true. Assimilating to what society suggests is normal can be a weapon of psychological torture. Y'all let these people conform, y'all. If you aren't careful, you will become an actor in a stage full of pretenders. Basketball community. You can even you can end up picking activities that align with acceptance and don't match passion. You begin wearing clothes that are not consistent with your taste. And regrettable, we live in a culture where to be different is an act of resistance. When you're not living your truth, you end up dying alive. Because you will not admit you are a misfit. You force friendships. You choreograph conversations. You become intentional to appear sociable. And you smile so observers won't feel alarmed. Gary Carter, I know it, baby. I know it. I know. Keep up. Check this out. This modern day prophet, what is it, Kendrick Lamar? What he said, all my life I had to fight. So guess what? So a lot of time you end up spending time alone. And it's not punishment, it's a retreat. Because by yourself is the only place where you can feel safe. And folk who really don't understand the anatomy of your character falsely describe you to be arrogant, stuck up, or standoffish. Robert Adams. Hold on. I got to ring that one. Hold on. Watch this. And they don't understand that in this season, in your life or my life, I'm just drained from having to dummy down my intelligence. Sometimes I don't want to get up here and share this stuff on the show with y'all. I just want to talk that sports talk, but I can't keep doing that. Just so mediocre people can feel comfortable. We can't do that, y'all. While everyone else seems to enjoy movies, you rather go to a play that have an actual plot. You're different. Friends want you to meet at a restaurant, but you rather stay home and try some new recipes. Talk to me out there now. Y'all talk to me out there now. Don't tune me out. You're going to need this. Some of y'all going to need this. You just don't get any fulfillment from useless hours on Facebook. You rather read a book or actually have a conversation. The radio is inundated with rap music, right? But your contentment is in jazz, neo soul, Afro punk. Everyone dresses straight out of Nordstrom, Neiman's, and Macy's. But what you're looking for only can be found online. And the complexity of your personality is very low tolerance for stupidity. So you get angry when people are talking about trivial matters that really have no substance or no grounding. They don't understand. In this season in your life, you are not caught up in TMZ. And you don't even care what the socialites are doing, the Kardashians are doing, because you understand, as far as you concerned, your life and your children and your family are the only things that matters. I'm talking to grown-ups who are tired of immature adults acting like children, fighting in the gyms. Coaches fighting coaches. You got an attitude because I didn't speak to you. And what you don't know, I didn't even see you. My mind was somewhere else. Have y'all ever had that? I'm trying to operate in a different dimension. I'm just talking to these people. I'm talking to Jeffrey Day. Check this out, Jeffrey Day. All you do is try to find somebody in whom you can be in agreement with. Because you have in fact found that a lot of friendships are like milk. They are healthy until they meet their expiration date. I need to repeat that one. Because you have in fact found that a lot of your friendships are like milk. They are healthy until they meet their expiration date. And then, when you keep them past their time, they will fuck up the whole house. I'm watching you, Mark Edwards. That is Moody. I had to get this. I've been had this in me all week. So you get frustrated sitting at tables with people who have nothing you have nothing in common with. And the only thing that they can talk about is the past. But the only thing that you have a burden for is the future. These kids getting better. These kids being taught. These kids having a better examples in summer basketball. It's possible we can get it done. I'm talking to some people who have come to the conclusion in their own life and in this season right now that I'm going to be my own best friend. Boy, I got something for you. So I learned how to encourage myself. How to challenge myself, how to stretch myself. I'm talking to y'all. I'm even comfortable enough to take myself out to eat. Some more of y'all I'm talking about. Go to the movies by myself. I ain't got time to wait on nobody. I don't need a bunch of folks running in and out of my house. Because I'm at peace with being by myself. I love people, but I'm at peace with being by myself. I'm at peace with being by myself and the grounding God has given me. Carolyn, I think of Stieber, she wrote a blog for bustle.com entitled, I think, 11 Reasons Why You Don't Fit In. I repeat, 11 reasons why you don't fit in. And what to do about it. The first reason why, I'm not going to give y'all 11. The first reason why you don't fit in is because you still don't realize that friends have changed. They are married and you are single. You are single and they are married. Friends have changed. You are no longer looking for a career. And all they want is a job. Friends have changed. You are now looking for a career. And all they want is a job. It's going to be some conflict. Friends have changed. They take delight in bags and shoes. And now you're thinking about investments, savings, and legacy. Friends have changed. You now want a different relationship with God. And they just want to go to church. Friends have changed because now you are looking for aspirational goals and they're just looking for lateral advancement. You want to network and they want to hang out. Friendships have changed. Don't forget that some friends are for a season. And some are for a reason. And some are for a lifetime. What's up, Reginald? What's up, Stacy? Y'all got to understand, I've been wrestling with this all week to see, should I talk to them about this? Seth Godin, in his book called Tribes, a lot of y'all probably had it. He said that everyone must find, watch this, people that can connect to your ideas, your convictions, and your passions. Many of us have graded associates prematurely. They really not your friend. They are people that you hang out with when you get bored. Social media, this Seth Godin, social media has diluted and bastardized the understanding of friendship. Because friendship used to have a requirement of experience and time and commonality. And now, the only thing that is required is you click a button. And now, at your grown, mature level, you get upset rather than have a conversation. You unfriend or block. You have to have a comfortability in your own uniqueness. You got to be comfortable without renting and leasing other people's approval. I'd have been off this show if I was worried about people's approval. When you get up in the morning, you got to make up in your mind that if nobody else likes this, I'm wearing it. If nobody else like my hair, this it is what it is. This is it. If nobody else understands the reasons why I got to downsize, and my downside is not a downgrade, it is a mature decision about the financial predicament that I found myself in. So I no longer trying to impress people with money I don't have. Watch this. with people that are really broker than me. I dropped the mic. Right. That's why you don't fool around with a lot of people. But what's up, everybody? Let me take a break. Y'all know how to talk. Let me take a break and share something with y'all. Let me share something. See, share the show. By the time I get back, share the show.
Welcome to All Ticket Attractions, your number one source for tickets, local or nationwide. Here's our current promotion: ticket purchase installments. Just pay 25% down and make weekly payments. Ladies and gentlemen, Chop Shop members, go to your favorite show. Sit on the front row. If you want a ticket but can't pay all of it, put it on weekly installments. Now back to the Chop Shop with Hatter and Hicks, your midday sports happy hour.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Can he give me little baby tickets and all? You got his number? Hold up. Let me put that number up there. Hold up. Let me put that number up there. Y'all got no excuses. I got a dude that'll hook y'all tickets up. Wait a minute, I got to find that thing. That'll hook y'all some tickets up now, right? I can't find it right now. Y'all. All ticket attractions. All ticket attractions. That man will hook you up. Hold up, let me see. Hey, y'all know I played that video. I played one of the John Morant videos, and when I played that roll call, I played that NBC. That's why they cut they messed it up on Facebook yesterday. That's why I can't stand Facebook. But hold on, man. What's this? Somebody said, hold up.
Shit, Negro.
I didn't mean to do that. I promise I did. I didn't mean to do that. There's something I wanted to show y'all. Yeah, I wanted to show y'all this before I come back. Right quick. Who watched them games last night? Tell me what's happening last night. Y'all talk to me. Talk to me. Who watched the games last? I mean, did anybody watch any game last night? I'm trying to find it. Let me keep. So when we look into the side, I'm gonna put it in front of me. Oh, y'all can't see it. I got a big iPad right in front of me, and my camera angle is so far. Shout out to the people, my support team who helped me. They got the camera angle is so great. I got my iPad right here in front of me, and y'all tilted, and y'all can't even see it. Boy, I like that. Who played last night? Oh, Golden State shut. Two people got sent home last night. Denver got sent home last night. Golden State. Stephen Curry is back. I'm watching. The Joker. Joker says he'll sign the Supermax if it's offered to him. I'm just reading some stuff that they talk about, but they talked about Doc Rivers, man, and y'all know. Oh, let me share this with y'all. Y'all got to realize, we got a situation that Jimmy talked about yesterday. Y'all need to share this show. We got a situation that Jimmy talked about yesterday that we're going to do as tasteful as we can because we don't. But it's certain things in this community that just got to stop. And we're going to talk about it a little. But Doc, Doc Rivers. Okay, if you're familiar with him, I know him as a great man, and I know a lot of people. But I want to share. Okay, Thaddeus Moody. Okay. Y'all check this out. Y'all just check this out. He had the answer. People are talking about he talking about this, but he's in. Doc is very good with the media. If you ask Doc something, he gonna tell you. That's why he said that about Ben Simmons, and Ben Simmons still messed up about. But check this out, y'all.
Well, it's easy to use me as an example, but I wish y'all would tell the whole story with me. All right. My Orlando team is the HC. No one gives me credit for getting up against the Pistons who won the title. That was an HC. Go look at that. I want you to go back and look at that roster. I dare you to go back and look at that roster, and you would say, what a hell of a coaching job. Really. I mean, the Clipper team that we lost 3-1. Chris Paul didn't play in the first 2 games and was playing on one leg. And we didn't have home court. And then the last one, to me, is the one we blew. That's the one I said, we blew that. Now, it was in the bubble, and anything can happen in the bubble. There's no home court. Game 7 would have been in L.A., you know. But it just happened. So I would say with me, some of them is I got to do better always. I always take my own responsibility. And then some of it is circumstances happen. You know, this one, let's win it, and we don't have to talk about it. Well, it's easy to use.
I wanted to share that with y'all. Well, first of all, I want to see, because I'm trying to find something. I want to see what y'all think about what he just said. Because I was talking to a NBA coach the other day, and I'm trying to see. I did not put it. Let me see where I put it at. And I didn't put a headed up on. I was just talking to him. When I got to talking to him, I just started taking notes. And I didn't. And I'm trying to find the notes because I want to get everything that he said, because it was some unique stuff that he said. He said something very. I'm just trying to find it out. But he was saying, Robert, let me tell you something. He said, them coaches, he said, man, these players have more power than you think. He said, man, some of these players, he didn't mention no names. I was trying to get him, but he wouldn't. He said, man, some of these players just don't play hard for their coach. For some reason. He said, some of them don't play hard for their coach. And he was talking about a situation. I can talk. This Damon Stoudemire. And he was just talking about the situation between Jalen, okay. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum had this friction. You know, Marcus Smart came out and started talking about it. He said, he gave me a comp. He compared Jason Tatum, and he hooked him up so Clyde Drexler can call Jason Tatum. He said, Robert Hatter, Jason Tatum is Clyde Drexler. I don't like to do comps, but NBA, they love to do comps. He's a low-key kid. He's talking about, what's up, businessman? Then I go back and look at Emi Udoka and Jason Kidd. They're having success because these players playing harder for them. In this business, you have to motivate these millionaires who make way more money than you, that you can just say one thing when somebody asks you a question, and asks you a question like, do you think you can win a championship with Ben Simmons at point guard? And all you said, haven't been done yet. So it remains to be seen. And the player gets mad and don't want to play for you and don't play for a whole damn year. These are the fragile egos that we allow to fester and incubate in the summer basketball when y'all kiss these little 14 and 15, 16-year-olds ass. Yeah, I'm talking to everybody who kissed these kids' ass. So there's a lot of y'all out there. Mad at me if you want to. Quit kissing their behinds. But when you kiss their behinds here, then they get that check. Can you imagine the mentality? Do you imagine when you get a financial windfall as an adult, how you act a little bit crazy? I don't know my surprise pick tonight, Herman Scott. I don't know. But even like the NFL draft tonight, I'm going to talk about it in a little bit, Herman. I don't know my surprise. I don't know. Dude, I just don't know. I don't know if it's going to be a surprise pick. They all over the place. It's a lot of lying going on too. I've been hearing. I've been on the phone. I got tired of listening to Herman. But Jason Kidd, even Walter Yates, you're a coach. You got to motivate them kids to play. Yeah, they go to college. I can give them a scholarship, but you got to motivate them kids to play hard for you. What is my view and opinion on a lawsuit against Kenyon Doolin? Shit. If you do the crime, you got to do the time. That's my opinion on it, Rod Will. We'll talk about that. I don't know if we're going to talk about it today, but Keon Doolin, I mean, have you read the story? Before you ask me my opinion, go read the whole story. Read 2 or 3 sources. Because I don't have no opinion. He did something, he got caught for it, and now they arrested his ass. What the hell can I have an opinion about Keon Doolin getting arrested? I'm trying to stop these young guys in the summer basketball from becoming Keon Doolins. Rod Wills. That's what we should be focused on. Keon Doolin got a family, played in the NBA for 12 or 13 years, was in the Players Association. See, he's gonna make me go here. Was the Players Association? Let me put it on so y'all can know what I'm talking about. Was the Players Association? He was one of the executives of the Players Association, and they advised a scheme to say, Herman Scott, you go to this dentist, you go to this person, and they gonna bill you a whole lot of money. The dentist gonna bill you a whole lot of money, and we just gonna pocket the money. So if his ass did that, he need to go to jail. Rod Wells, I mean, I don't know what you want my opinion on it. Go Google it. Look it up. My opinion. Y'all, we can't do what them other people do. Yes, those other people can get away with that. Y'all can't. You in that position. You done played in the NBA for 12 years, and you around here trying to scam? You around here trying to... Did y'all hear what I just said? You played in the NFL, NBA all them years, and I love Keon Doolin, one of the nicest guys in the world. Y'all read it for what Alfio's saying up there. But he stopped me right in the middle of something else, Stacey. I know that ain't my opinion. I mean, that's not my opinion. If your ass do something illegal, you go to jail. That's not my opinion. That's a fact. Stacey Houston. Let me repeat that since he gonna put that up and try to be slick and get him in somebody else's conversation. What I just said is not my opinion. That's a fact. How about that? Y'all know I got away with words. You in those positions of power? Can't do that, man. Come on, I know a lot of y'all from the streets, and y'all, I understand. But guess what? 13 or 14 years in the NBA. Full pension. On the executive board. Ladies and gentlemen, our 13 and 14 and 15-year-old kids, we have to make sure we putting the proper things in them. So when they grow up, they ain't gonna be perfect. I'm not being mean. Boy, y'all don't understand. As soon as I get off this show, I'm gonna video me. I'm gonna video me and post it how when I get off this show, what I be doing. I promise y'all. I'm gonna video y'all. I'm gonna video myself. Somebody want to video? I'll get somebody here to video me. This man said, temptation was probably too hard. Okay, Stacey, say something to be nice. Stacey, look what this man just put up on this damn screen. Temptation. The temptation was probably too hard. Let me get back to my subject. Y'all ain't gonna get me off tape. Y'all ain't gonna get me. Y'all ain't finna get me off. I love you, Stacey. So you already know how I feel about you. Yeah, he said that he was also molested at 35-year-old man. Hopefully he doesn't have to deal with that type of stuff. Wow. No. Hey, to all you people say I need to be nice, y'all better go back and get the beginning of that show. I told y'all I'm different. I tried to explain to y'all. I gave y'all a look. I don't care. Businessman said, what? Go to your favorite show. Businessman, somebody said something about a little baby ticket. A little baby ticket. A little baby. Gary Carter said they need some little baby tickets, so he gonna call you. Okay? All right, he gonna call you. All right, back to what I was telling you about Damon Stoudemire. We talking about, he's just talking about in the NBA. Listen to me, y'all. This come from somebody who done played in this joint. Coached in this joint. He said guys quit on coaches. But now he makes $30 million a year. He didn't say this, but I brought it. Paul George and that other one who always get hurt out there, what in that Kawhi Leonard, they quit on Doc in the bubble. Because they was ready to go. The man told me guys quit on coaches in the NBA. In the NBA. Well, y'all always, man, the coach, this coach. Think about this, man. Kevin Durant was talking about the plan. They had a plan to beat me. They had a plan. That plan was by Ime Udoka. Hey, y'all. That's why I tried to talk about him all the time on this show. And I ain't gonna let nobody talk about Doc Rivers on this show. Because ain't nobody bragging about Ime Udoka right now in your national media. How many times have you heard him today? That man said, I thought temptation was a single room. How many times? I'm gonna go tape. I tape him. I'm gonna go look at all of them. Bet you his name ain't been mentioned. But back to where I was going with this. I had somewhere I was going. But I love y'all. I love the comments though. Y'all. Hey, Stacy, leave me alone, man. But I was thinking about Doc, right? I was talking about Doc. Doc, I just played the I just played a video of Doc Rivers, and a lot of people criticizing him, you know. But I saw something, and this guy was telling me that they sent me Kevin Wiles. They sent me some stuff. He said, Doc, y'all listen to me. Doc is going to be criticized for defending his resume. But I think he has a responsibility to defend his active legacy from the keyboard warriors and the couch coaches. So when y'all doing some crazy stuff on here, I got a new name for your ass now. Keyboard warriors and couch coaches. I got to write that down and keep that in my notes. Keyboard warriors and couch coaches, y'all. That's my new terms. Okay. There is a significant misunderstanding how narratives are written in the sports world right now. Remember listen to me. There's a significant misunderstanding how narratives are writing in the sports world right now. Everybody thinks, you know what? Social media democratized coverage. Instead of the old days when the old guys used to sit in the back of the train and talk about and write about Babe Ruth. Everybody gets a voice. That's what they say. And the athletes can get out there and define their whole story. That's not true. Narratives are made up from a few tastemakers. If Charles Barkley said, one of these Shannon Sharps, or still one of these guys on here, they say it long enough, y'all gonna run with the narrative. That's why I watch what I say on the show. And I get mad when other people say something crazy. And I have to try to check it. Narratives are made up from a few tastemakers and everyone else follows. He said we saw it with JaVale McGee. This is Kevin Wiles talking. He said we saw it with JaVale McGee. JaVale McGee finally had enough. He called his mama. His mama called Shaq mama. He said, hey, you know what? I'm not just a goofball. I'm a great energy guy off the bench. I'm a champion. Stop making fun of me. That's all Doc Rivers just did. Because one guy is taking a narrative and spinning it on Shaq and the Fool. Shaq, it was crazy, and it worked. There's nobody out here defending Doc Rivers but Robert Hatter and who else? Who was that? Thaddeus Moody. Doc Rivers is not Nicki Minaj and Beyonce. You know, when you say something about one of them, the Beehive and what you call Nicki Minaj girls, they come out and tear your behind up on social media. You say something about Beyonce. You say something about Nicki Minaj. He doesn't have an army of online people. Doc Rivers don't. Thank God he got Robert Hatter on the chop shop right now, rising up to defend him. Oh, they call him the Barbs. Thank you, Mate. I miss you. Where you been? The Barbs. Say something about them. Somebody tear your head. Carrie Roach, what you know about the Barbs? Carrie Roach. Okay. Check this out, y'all. He don't have. Head coaches always get the blame. Doc Rivers is the coach. We ain't talking about no damn blame. The head coaches shouldn't get the damn blame. Just like poor little old Frank Vogel. They want him to cook. And they done went and got all them damn ingredients, them nasty ass ingredients, and brought him home and said, man, you got to cook something in this. He won them a championship, and they ran it, Harold Tillman, and they ran him out of there. Thank you. Hold on. I'm talking about Doc ain't got nobody rising up to defend him on any little misstep. So I'm going to do it for him. In case y'all's ass didn't know, all you Doc haters. He's won 101 playoff games. He's been coach of the year. He's won a championship. Y'all always talk about when you get a chip. Howdy, he ain't got no chip. He ain't nothing. If you ain't got no chip, he ain't nothing. He ain't got no chip. He ain't nothing. He ain't got no chip. He got a chip. And he's still talking about it. Wonder why. Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen, all you Doc Rivers haters. And it might not be y'all on the show, but it's somebody else. Other people watch this show. Out of the 23 times that he had an opportunity to go to the playoffs, he only missed the playoff 5 times. Harold, don't pay me no attention. Harold, it's the way I am. Evidently, you ain't been on the show too long. Just watch me. Just watch me. Just watch me. Just watch me. I got you, Harold. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. But did you hear what I just said? What state's Houston? How many coaches that y'all been knowing that been in coaching for 23 years? He ain't missed the playoffs for 5 or 23 years. But he can't coach. Just people like Chris Walker. I can't talk about him because he's on the show. I always talk about Doc. Then I said, go get your little old record out of there, boss. Let's go look at your record. Thank you, Freight. In other words, if I'm Doc, miss me with that. I know what I'm doing. Listen, y'all. Doc had to defend himself on that video because they asked him the question. Nobody else out there doing it. I'm 100% okay with him pushing back on a narrative that he's just a choke artist. And he's leading Philly down the wrong road. I mean, let me tell y'all something. Don't y'all know it ain't but 30 of them jobs on the whole planet? 30 on the whole planet. See, we just live in Houston, but when you travel around the world, you get a world view. And just, we understand it's just not Houston, man. 30 coaches, it ain't but 30 teams in the NBA. This man is coaching a black man. So now y'all know why I can't let nobody talk about Doc. Got some news for y'all. Trying to wait on Jimmy, but I got news for y'all. I can't wait. Somebody sent this to me this morning. I want y'all to understand this because it's pressing news. It's pressing news. Let me make sure I got all the right information. Talking about the one-time transfer exception rule. That's what this transfer portal stuff they've been talking about. Is the thing that guys been looking for is that one time you can transfer without penalty. You can transfer and play right away. It's technically called by the NCAA the one-time transfer exception rule. Okay? Okay? It's a two-part process. Okay? You have to send a transfer notification form. Okay? You got to send that in. You also got to look and at this transfer educational video. Okay? And you have to do it by May 1st. That's right around the corner. And May 1st fall on a Sunday. So if you're planning on transfer and using this 1 year, this exception, you got to get it in, y'all, now. By May 1st. Transfer notification form. Each school has a different method to how you turn it in. Ask your compliance officer. The educational video can be completed after May 1st. But this form had to be done before May 1st. This form had to be done, before, on May 1st. But the transfer, the video, it's a two-part, two-part process. I don't know if y'all know it. Some of y'all already know it. Oh, man, it's Judy Tillman's brother. Harold, man, I'm sorry. Man, you family, man. So I can talk to you like that anyway. All right. If you go past May 1st, then students, athletes can no longer take advantage of the one-time transfer exception. They have to go through the traditional process, sit out a year or file for a waiver. Y'all got it? They just sent that to me this morning, and I said, I'm going to share it with y'all because some people, people might not know it. People might not know it. You follow me? Got one more thing I want to share with y'all. Ain't got nothing to do with sports, but it got something to do with us. A Superior Court judge, I just want to make y'all think. A Superior Court judge struck down a white lawyer's attempt to block the land transfer of Bruce Beach back to its rightful owners, those black descendants. If you can remember, back in September, Governor Gavin Newsom, the California governor, signed a bill allowing the land to be returned back to the Bruce family. However, attorney Joseph Ryan said the land transfer violates federal law and serves no purpose for the common good. Let me tell you about Bruce Beach. Give me a little history. It's right there in Manhattan Beach, prime real estate. In 1912, thank you, Brandon, 1912, the Bruce family purchased the land and made it into a successful black-friendly resort. But the city confiscated the land, citing eminent domain. In other words, we couldn't go to no other beaches, so we get us our own black beaches. They want to take that one from you. They wouldn't let us go on other beaches. We go get our paper and buy our own beach. Thriving, having fun on our own little black beach, and they got jealous of that. Tulsa, Oklahoma. They got all the beaches. But they want to take this one. Bruce Beach to be returned to black family. This is the article, 100 years after the city used the law to steal it. This is the headline. California governor apologized for the city's seizure of First West Coast resort for black people, which almost certainly would have made their heirs millionaires. And we around here arguing and fighting with coaches. Coaches arguing and fighting in gyms. We arguing and cussing and fighting and trolling people on their sports talk show. Ain't doing nothing to help nobody in no community. That's why people can take shit from us. Because we always fighting here. So we ain't got nobody looking out from our backs. Because guess what? I'm looking at you, you look at me, we fighting. So everybody can go behind our backs and do whatever. It's a beachfront property, y'all, seized from a black family in Southern California nearly a century ago. It's finally being returned to the descendants. Move held as a milestone in the fight for reparations and return the lands from stolen people of color. Let me give you some history. Some of y'all, I just know y'all don't know. In 1912, Willa and Charles Bruce, yes, they got names, bought the land in Manhattan Beach. If you ever go to LA, Manhattan Beach is off the chain. A Los Angeles seaside suburb, turning it into a thriving resort run for and by black residents despite harassment and violence from the white neighbors. My daughter, she loved that Manhattan Beach. Brent, happy birthday, baby. But I want you to go by Bruce Beach. I got the address if you don't have it already. I want you to go by Bruce Beach. Let me know how it is. As soon as I come out there, we headed there. We headed to Bruce Beach. We ain't going to the other beach. I'm gonna stay out. You know where I like to stay. But we gonna go to Bruce Beach. All right. But let me tell you. Happy birthday, baby. Did y'all hear what I just said? They had a thriving resort run by and for black residents despite being harassed with violence from their white neighbors. Oh, it is Manhattan. Okay. Oh, Bruce Beach is Manhattan. Okay, so wait a minute. They got whole Manhattan Beach now? Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Hatter, is there a catch to return of the property? Stories like this always seem to have condition attached. Now, ain't no catch. They just tried it. That's the catch. The white lawyer tried to say, no, it's not good for the common cause. In other words, forget it. We took it and it's ours and forget them people. But the federal judge, that's why it's important to have the right people in office so they can appoint the right judges. Said, no way. Check this out. Did y'all hear what I said? But in the 1920s, the Manhattan Beach City Council used eminent domain to take the land from the Bruces. Reportedly, y'all, hold up, for use as a park. They was going to use that part as a park. All that other part, they just want to use the black people's part as a park. Yet the land laid unused for years until it was transferred to the state in 1948. Unbelievable. Man, when I read stories like that, it's just unbelievable to me. But we out here want to argue and fuss and fight and shoot at people in a gym while our kids playing basketball here in Houston. We got coaches at a practice that some of y'all sons are a part of, fighting. How in the hell I'm gonna come and tell one of the players not to fight if I'm in there fighting? Come on, man. If you were not here early to hear the beginning of this show, y'all need to go back. Some of us are different, and it's okay to be different. Some of us are, and it's okay. Man, our kids are watching us, man. I told y'all the story. I'll repeat it just a little bit. The founder of Apple Computer, Steve Jobs, he delivered a commencement address before succumbing to cancer. He charged up the graduates by saying, here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in a square hole, the ones who see things differently. They are not fond of the rules. You can quote them, you can disagree with them, but you can't ignore them. They push the race forward. While some may seem crazy, we see them as geniuses because one who is crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones that do. We got to change this damn summer basketball community, man. We got to drive out these damn fools. Instead of constantly sending our kids over and letting these people coach them. Do y'all know the psychological ramifications of your son seeing this stuff later? These are their formative years. And just so it can be basketball, you gotta have just anybody be an authority over them. Now I see why they used to worry about me all the time being around my son wherever he at. Because they couldn't have a chance to influence him. Now I see why they was mad. We had a plan. And it didn't include you crazy ass dudes and they're fighting in a gym. Hal Tillman, we've been doing this show for 5 years, and I know faith comes by hearing and hearing the word. Man, I'm going to preach this until I can't talk about it no more. Parents, I keep telling y'all, y'all got the power, but y'all keep sending them over there. Well, they got a shoe deal. I don't care. A damn shoe deal. Putting poison in my son. I didn't have but one. Got a beautiful daughter, though. Our kids are our prized possessions, and we just let anybody impart in their life to shoot a damn basketball. Stop, man. And a lot of people don't want it to change because they benefited from the change. I don't benefit from it. So I don't care. I care about y'all's kids. That's why I do this stuff every single day. Because I always think about, what if something had to happen to me? Who's going to look out for my baby? Who's going to look out for my son? And these people over these programs, the leaderships at the higher levels, they don't care. You can tell they don't care. Do you think Kevin Plank cares? That's the guy who owns Under Armour. Or the guy who. Do you think? What's the boy name? Phil Knight cares. I know the Adidas don't care. He's German. He don't care. Hold on. I'm going to put it on the screen. I love to hear you. Don't get quiet on me. Y'all need to talk. Scare asses. They had to call my last game in Kansas City because of an ignorant coach from Virginia. If I would have, hold on. This is Kenneth Gamble. If I would have fell for the trap, it would have been a riot. He wanted to make the game about him. Smart man, Kenneth Gamble. Don't let these people dumb you down. That's why I told y'all, go back and listen to the beginning of this show. Don't let them people dumb you down. That's what they want you to do. Basketball community. Most people are, I talk about this earlier, most people are thermometers. But you need to start being a thermostat. A thermometer just reads the temperature of the room. But a thermostat sets the temperature of the room. We need to quit. Forget these old standards, these old heads in this summer basketball. We need to set the temperature and what you think and where you think your kids should be and how this thing can be. Quit standing back, just sitting back and saying nothing. You got to be able to walk into the room and the entire room change simply because you show up. Mamas. That means he didn't respect your ass, mama. If you was a mama and daddy at that thing, you would not respect it. Can you imagine what's happening when you're not around? It's unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable. How many of you, when you walk into the room, people trying to figure out who you are, what title you have, where you came from, how you get it, how you survive, what's your story? We got to start carrying that everywhere we go. How in the hell y'all gonna get a voter registration drive for your athletes and your damn coaches in there fighting? We need all our 17-year-olds registered to vote by the time they turn 18. But we want to fight. Jake Paul getting paid to fight. Put some gloves on. Get in the ring. Somebody just told me how to stop cursing. I said, sometimes you got to be profane to be profound. Sometimes. NFL draft tonight. Y'all young kids gonna become instant millionaires tonight. What did we put in these young men's mind? I've told you the story. I can't tell you all the stories, but I've told y'all the story. It's just when I used to be actively out here recruiting these guys. Don't do that no more. Semi-retired. It's got to be a special guy before I represent them. They have to call me before I do anything, give them any kind of advice. Because I spent 20-some years traveling all around the world, helping other kids, people's kids get rich. Now I got to sit back and just map my way and make sure my kids are successful. Thinking about the NFL draft, just the stuff that goes on. Show up. Ain't got a check yet. This year's going to be a little bit different because a lot of these guys got NIL money. But you show up with a $100,000 watch on. Ain't got a check from the NFL yet. They did this and did this and did this and did this. In the NFL, which means not for long. Where you're supposed to treat your first contract like you ain't gonna never get another contract. But some of these kids play basketball. Some of these kids have had some dumbass coaches around. Then we wonder why. What is wrong with them, Robert? They got all the money and they want to drive 156 miles an hour down the street in LA, in Las Vegas to kill a kid. Because he had nobody to groom him, understand who he is. You're not a race car driver. You're a football player. You endangered the woman in the car with you. She was pregnant, your future baby, and killed another lady and her dog. Going 156 miles an hour. He young. What did we as a community put in these kids? We got a guy putting kids' names up who gonna get drafted. Did we put something in this kid? Did you impart something in this kid, Alfio? Every kid you putting up on, did you put something in this kid? I told you the story. Kid came down here, top pick in the draft. Came down. I'm telling you, this is the instance. I'll tell y'all. This is one. It's two instances, but this one, it really got me and made me say, man, I don't want to deal with these folks ever again. Think about this. Young man come up here, meet me. I told this story before, so somebody else you got to hear it again. Young man come up here, showed him a great time, showed him the office, showed him Houston, showed him where he'll train. If you want to go to wherever you want to do, what you want to do. He said, man, get ready. We eating dinner. He about ready to go back upstairs. He said, Robert, I want to sign with you right now. I said, okay, because that's what I wanted him to do. Okay, don't get it wrong. I said, okay. Let's do it. For real, let's do it. But I said, hold on. I don't feel right about this because your parents are not here. This was Saturday. Let let me come. I'm going to fly down there on Monday and make it official. I said, okay. All right. Signed. Got the contract. I walk in. I knock on the door. Take a long time to get them answer the door. Long time. Man, they know I'm coming. Open the door. The mom opened the door. She was sweet. The daddy, he about 6'6", 350. Biggest. Son, same size. Walk in, sit down. Daddy frowning up at me, looking at me mean as a mother. Looking at me crazy. Like so guess what? I felt his spirit. Something was going on that I had no idea. You remember, I signed with the kid. We had been a great time. I come here. I'm thinking we finna celebrate. Daddy mad. I said, Mama nice. Daddy mad. Son still upstairs. Ain't brought his big ass downstairs yet. So I'm sitting there. So what I do, when he comes sit down, he comes sit over by me, the son. Daddy sitting across, mama sitting over here. So I'm sitting there. I have my partner with me. I'm sitting there. And I just go into my spiel, y'all. I knew. See, being in this business long enough, I knew what had happened. Daddy wasn't happy with it. So I went through my spiel. Talking, bam, 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 bam. Got the mama like this. Got the mama. Boy, Karen Roach, you've been watching this show. Mama, she said, my son did a great job in seeking you out. Daddy, steaming. Did I remind y'all 6'6", 350? 6'6", 350. Okay? And I'm sitting there. So I get through with my spiel. He asked me, he done already signed with you, have I said, yes, sir. Then he cursed his son out. That called his son out of the name. So y'all look at me. I got me, my partner. 350, 350. I wasn't finna get in the middle of this mess. Mama, oh, she cool. But guess what? That's what I did. I sit there for a minute. He told me, man, I didn't appreciate him going to do this. But he's 21 years old, so he can sign his own contract. He didn't need his parents. And I did this. I ain't gonna tell y'all. I told y'all this before. Kerry Roach gonna remember this. I reached into my briefcase. I said, I'm not here to break up no family. I tore a contract up. Now it wasn't the contract. I tore a black contract up, saying, y'all talk it over, and we'll get back with you. So we left out. I got in the car. First thing I looked at my partner. I said, we're not gonna get this one. We're not gonna win this one. I saw this same confident young man who I saw on Saturday. He was like a little pup around that daddy. I knew I wasn't gonna win that one. Then I called around, talked to my guy who make my suits. He told me, man, somebody had been paying his dad all the time. So his dad said he had delivered it. Daddy didn't know the kid was off doing this. So, we have, here don't come, Jimmy, so you can be prepared. Some of these young kids play basketball. So you high school coaches, or you summer coaches, y'all have time to impart something in those kids while they're young. So, because if they are damn fool at 13, 14, 15, 16, what you gonna think when they give him millions of dollars? He gonna grab a sports car and get in it and drive it 156 miles in a 35-mile-an-hour zone. Then my teammate come and do the same thing a month later. We got to do better. What's up, Jimmy? We got to do better in this. Jimmy, I know you had some new. Some. I guess we click. Boy, look at you. But I'm gonna click myself back on. Don't worry about it. I'll be back. There I go. But I was just talking about the things we have to start putting in inside of these kids. We can't be doing the stuff that's fighting in the gyms. You left the show talking about it was a fight between two coaches at a gym yesterday. That's how you left the show. And it ain't, but we got 30 minutes. So we might as well go and start there.
Oh yeah. It's after yesterday, of course, many of you guys that are on the show, we ask you guys right now, share the show to your timelines, share the show to a group or two you might have. Share it to the public groups, not the private groups. If you're on the Facebook, you have public groups, you have private. It's a reason those groups are private. But if they're public, yes, and if they have something to do with what we're talking about, sports related, let them know about the Chop Shop. Just share it and tag that group. Meanwhile, shout out to Wendy Johnson. I see you out there, Wendy. Great to see you recovering safely. As far as Wendy, she's back with us, guys, and had quite a scare with her medical situations. Also, yesterday we talked about there was grassroots basketball. That was a practice, and at the practice, from which parents and players were present, two of the coaches got physical. And it was alleged that one coach snuck another coach as he was sitting down near the scores table. That coach, as I mentioned yesterday, received a bloody nose, partially somewhat broken. I'm not a medical doctor, but something nearly a broken nose. The two coaches, the coach who passed the first lick, he has contacted the other coach and apologized. However, that other coach let him know, okay, I hear you, I feel you, but we are no longer friends. The line is drawn in the sand, and their relationship has been severed. The thing is so many people that bring stuff into the gym that may be problems, that may be stress, that may be from work, from home, from the streets. And you introduce that, or you bring that into the gym and nobody else knows, because that's supposed to be, for some people, that's the refuge. For some people, when they come to the gym, play basketball or whatnot for practice, that's an escape valve for a lot of people. This is a first in 21 years of me in this business that I've heard of this. I've seen coaches squabble in the game, because that means one coach then told a kid to get in the game and one coach then undermined the other one. But at practice supposed to be cool, calm, and collected. And of course, that particular coach who received the short end of that stick, he is no longer with the program. So that means those kids lose a mentor. And this young man was a head high school coach. He is a head high school basketball coach. I said again, a head high school basketball coach. And I know it has to hurt because, the first thing out in situations like that.
Would have been different if he wasn't a head high school coach. It ain't no difference to me.
No, you getting hit. You can't. I mean, you getting receiving on the black end of somebody still on you. I'm just letting you know as far as the mentorship that he brings. He's a dual mentor in his day job. So that's why I meant not just let you know that part. But it's hurting and it's frustrating, as I say, because this basketball has, remember, I tell people all the time, people say, man, these kids that, these kids this, and I say, my counter almost with everybody, and you guys know, if you ever talk to me, my counter is going to always be, that's why it always feel like I'm attacking the trainers, the development guys, I'm attacking the grassroots. It always feel like that sometimes for some of you, because I know I get the messages. But however, most of you guys retain most of the influence on these kids. So that's why it feels that way, because I know what I'm seeing. But back to this thing right here, Adam. In situations like that, you know what the wives say whenever something like this happens? What do you think the first thing the wife say when she found out what happened? He went home, they have pillow talk or sit there and eating dinner, and he let his wife know, well, baby, I got more time for you now. It's like it's going to be me and you kicking it in the afternoons on the weekends now, because I'm not coaching.
Oh, she's going to be happy than a pumpkin J. I mean, happy than a... Excuse me, Lord. She gonna be happy.
And you know what else? She's gonna be happy.
Uh-huh.
You know what else she's gonna say? This is where it gets really tricky.
Uh-huh.
These are where the wives come from. A wife will say something like, I ain't really like him anyway. I could feel his spirit. I could tell he ain't really like you either. You know what? You ought to press charges. So now you have to make a decision. Do you listen to wife? Or do you just bury it? Because if you don't, then what happens is the person that did the slapping later on in life, it's going to come back up.
Homeboy, I don't know what they're going to do. I'm not the person that's on air to say what I'm gonna do, but yeah, it'd be It's just like the Will Smith thing. I told y'all, I love everybody. I'm cool, but it would have been some tuxedos and some cummerbunds and some bow ties everywhere if that man had Will Smith had smack. If I was that other guy. So it's just, man, unfortunate situation. But Jimmy, from what I hear and from what I see, because I know who the people are, Jimmy, I've seen some stuff similar to that in that same organization, Coach. Jimmy, I come to a gym one time just fighting a husband and a wife. The same dude. When does it stop, Jimmy? Where does, and I put a plea out to the parents. Y'all got to be crazy as hell. My son would never darken the doors over there again. But Robert, he want to play basketball. Over the last few weeks, I am so fed up with some of these guys in summer basketball. That crap that they doing, and it's hurting the kids. It's unbelievable, man. And we just sit up here and play around with it. I know you have a business relationship with them. I don't have no business relationship with none of them. It's got to stop. Those little boys in there going to forever think about that. I don't get people talking about it's something else that happened. This dude, man, we've been letting these same people get rid of this same old crazy ass shit for a long time. And ain't nobody been saying nothing about it, man. And these parents constantly bring their kids. Every parent who was there, they know. We ain't got to say it, right? I ain't got to say it. That's on the Jimmy. But them damn parents know. Everybody else just knows as hell. But the parents, y'all know. Y'all shouldn't show up for nothing no more for a while. It's unbelievable, man.
I'm sitting and I'm thinking, because solutions, and you go back to the core of this, and the only thing that keep coming back up to my mind is the common denominator. It goes into something that did not take place back in yesteryear that is prevalent right now. And that is the consistent manner for which grown folk talk business in front of kids. If this was yesteryear, one coach would have said, "Come here, man, let me talk to you. Let's go outside. Come here." Or they'd have said, "Kids, y'all go over there. Time out. Y'all go other court." Conversations. If one coach was sitting at the scorer's table, then obviously some words had to be volleyed. If you're at the scorer's table, that means a bench right here, 2 or 3 kids sitting on each one. That means they heard everything. Why do so many of today's males feel so strengthened? They feel so powerful by having conversations with other grown folk in front of the kids. See, before it had to start with a conversation, and to some magnitude. And the conversation escalates. But if you ain't having that conversation, then wherever it escalates in front of the kids, that is, then whenever and wherever it escalates, at least they not scarred by it for the rest of their life. So that's the thing that I can only, like right now, it's like, man, how you solve it? Well, hell, they didn't already solve it. Coach didn't let he quit.
That's not solving it, Jimmy. How's it solved? Because the same guy keep doing the same thing over and over. He just hit a coach this time, but it's a pattern. It's a Gestapo type situation. I've been in a situation where these same guys arguing with another dude that's supposed to be his friend at your tournament. You talking about solutions? Parents. And I know y'all ain't gonna do it. Only way stuff like this gonna stop. Y'all got to refuse people like that, having your kids around people like that. Because can you imagine what's going on when you're not around? Don't worry about you being lost, Kevin Freitman, with your nose ass. Just listen to what we're talking about. It could be any program in this happening in. You worry about who it is and I'm lost. No. You got a coach that came and hit another damn coach in a basketball practice. Come on, man. I'm lost. Put it on anybody. It could be any coach. I am talking about the act. that you can't wait. Say, man, let's go outside, man. I'm finna hit you. I'm finna hit you. Like Will Smith just went and set his ass back down in the seat. I can smack a man in front of 21 million people and come sit back down in my seat. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It don't matter who it was. We got some people in this, and you parents, every parent who kids in them programs, you have the power. But my son want to play basketball. It's unbelievable, Jim. That's all I'm thinking about right now.
Yeah, man. It's unfortunate. And like I said,
And Coach, I'm sitting there thinking about, see, what I tried to do is put myself in the position. I sit there and watched franchise all-stars for 3 years. Me, Alan Branch, and Terrell Henderson, shit never agreed on nothing. But it was never in the gym. It was us three sitting in the car. Jimmy, we done had some knockout dragouts, just us three in the car talking. I mean, can you imagine them talks? You know all three of them. Can you imagine? We sit in the car. We like philosophizing. Coach used to call it. Coach Henderson, Coach, but it never got to them. Coach, we walk in the gym like, we mad. They still mad at each other. We still mad. We walk in the gym around them kids. So just maybe these guys over here just ain't had these kind of examples. It's a leadership problem. Jimmy, think about it. Jimmy, I always talk about leadership all the time. Leadership, being a great leader. See, some people just get promoted for doing a good job. That don't mean they're a good leader. They're just a manager. A great leader have empathy and perspective. Now, one time, you going and hitting a dude, you got any perspective of what that's going to happen to them kids and any empathy on how these kids and their families going to feel. You're in leadership when you're a coach. When you're over a program, you're in leadership whether you know. I know people just promote people because they do a good job. Talking to a business CEO the other day. We're just talking about leadership. They train you how to do the job, Jimmy. They don't train you how to be a leader. So we got a lot of people out here that's over people that don't have a clue. Leaders, guys who are great leaders, you're not responsible for the job. You're responsible for the people. You got to be responsible for the people. Nobody was responsible for the kids and the people that day. And that's what kind of gets me, Jimmy. Kids gonna be giggling about it, making memes about it, talking and giggling and right. It's unbelievable, man.
Yeah, parents, but those, yesterday it was at least 2 parents watching that were present. What do you tell your kids? What was the conversation with your kids when you got home? Because you'd have to provide some understanding well, you should have made an effort to provide some understanding. I'm just curious. I don't have any biologicals, so I'm just curious. I learned from your stories and your actions and your solutions, and it go into my memory bank, and in that way, I can say, well, I know somebody that did this. What did you tell your kids, or what was the conversation like? Was the kid like? Did the kid have compassion or support for either one of them? Did they have to choose? Because they felt now they had to choose sides. Did they identify which one was wrong? Did they, who knows? They could have been shooting the dozens, and one of them lost in dozens and decided. I'm just giving an example, just adding a slice of humor where it's definitely not needed. But I'm just curious if anybody is watching you with their parent, how was the conversation with the kids? Because otherwise, certain kids gonna feel that's how you solve it. Because one is still there, one is not. And the communications they had took place in private. And there's an old saying, you don't convict me in the public and acquit me in the private. Well, really, this is how the saying goes. You don't convict me on the front page and acquit me on the back page.
Great comment. Great comment by Ms. Hochul. Honest question. Why isn't the aggressor gone? Why isn't he gone? That's the $1 million comment. Question. Why isn't the aggressor gone? He's the one who committed the assault. Can't the organization remove him? Them parents can get him removed. All they got to do is remove themselves from his ass. That's what I keep trying to tell. See, I keep telling. Let's go back to leadership, Jimmy, and y'all just caught me because this is what I'm doing. I'm meeting with CEOs. They asking me about they just good at their job. They don't know how to lead their people. And I just told one the other day. I said leadership is a lot of people in leaders are so concerned, Jimmy, about the status and the position in an organization. They actually forget the real job. And all you people, and I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give you an answer. The real job as a leader, Jimmy, is not about being in charge. It's about taking care of those in your charge. I need to repeat that because I know that's going to go out the window. The leader's real job is not being in charge. It's about taking care of those in your charge. And I don't think people realize this. I don't think people are trained for this. Some people just promote them and just let them go. They let them be coaches. They let them be over these people. But you got to teach them. Because, Jimmy, I was explaining to my son one day, I said, when you were a junior in your job, when you was just a junior executive in your job, you were only responsible for one job, D. He was only responsible for being good at his job. Companies would train you, people would train you how to do a job. Then, guess what, Jimmy? Then they promote you if you do a good job. And now you are responsible for the people that you used that do the job that you used to do. But nobody showed you how to lead those people. That's why we just got a lot of managers. So whoever was in leadership over there, they weren't thinking about the people in their charge. Those young men, those moms, those kids in there, those impressionable age young men. They was just thinking about my status in the organization. I'm the coach. I'm the this. I'm the this. But in their defense, they probably never been taught to do this. Leadership is like a muscle, Jimmy. You got to learn how to do it. And you got to do it over and over and over to be a great leader. And if you don't do it, you're going to become a weak leader. So that's what I always look to leadership when stuff like this happens. Always look, who's your leader? Come on, Jimmy.
So that's on that we'll see Yeah, if you just tuned into the Chop Shop, we're discussing a situation, an incident that transpired in Texas where two grassroots program that's sponsored by a sneaker organization. They get a check, and two of the coaches, one coach went and hit another one of the fellow coaches, and this happened this week. This week, guys, Tuesday night evening, and the coach who got hit, he's the one who actually coaches the 17 and under team. And he has removed himself from that program, and the commitment that was made to those kids will not be fulfilled, at least not by that coach, at least not right now. People tried to get him to, oh man, come on now.
Hell no. He the smartest one in the group. He should be plotting he should be plotting something else. He the smartest person in the group. And that's what the parents should do. I really do. I know y'all don't think that way, but if I was a parent on this team, I would have got all the parents together, man. We can't have this. No. And he got to go.
And somebody just text me like, man, why you airing out that dirty laundry?
It's not no dirty laundry.
And my thing is this, and I'm glad.
Turn the damn show off then.
You know what? I'm glad. I like that. No, I embrace it because it's, here's why. And I asked this question of a guy yesterday because he called after the show was over. Man, I heard you brought it up. First of all, I'm wrestling with it, but in 2 days, I have not mentioned the name of the program or the coaches.
No, you have.
Now let me tell you something. Here's the question I want to pose to the audience. And I posed it to a guy yesterday, and know what he said? He basically just got quiet on the phone and was like, you know what? You got a point. Here's my question. If this was the Houston Hoops, let me say it again. If this happened with the Houston Hoops, would y'all want me to talk about it or be quiet about it? And that's when the guy said, you know what, you're right. You know why I say that? Because so many people despise the name, not necessarily the people, but they're the big bad wolf. So that's why I asked him. I said, so if that was a hoops, would you want me to talk about it or be quiet? If it happened in their practice, would you want me to be quiet about it? He said, you got a point. You got a point.
Jimmy, I'm not talking about, if you're listening to this show and texting Jimmy, go back and listen to what I'm telling you. I'm talking about the fact what's going to have on these kids, a man, a woman, whoever texting you. So y'all gonna don't air out our dirty laundry. Well, don't do it. You weren't thinking about your damn dirty laundry when it was getting that, when you was in there, when the altercation happened. See, when people even come in Jimmy and talk about the thing with class and trying to find solutions to this thing, people still got something to say. Glad they didn't text me with that bush crap. Keep going, Jimmy.
Yeah, so that's guys, just when you think it can't get any worse, sometimes that's why I tell people. It's an old saying I used to do to myself, for real. And it's like, man, people say, man, it can't get no worse. I'm saying, well, this is how it goes. If you can look over your shoulder and you see somebody behind you, that mean you winning the race according to them. So it can get worse.
Yes, this gonna get worse. If we don't talk about this, Jimmy, I just don't understand. Boy, you better be. Boy, you got boy.
And the fact that the names is not mentioned
ain't even important to me.
then to that person, it really hurts more because the fear of the unknown. You don't know who knows, you don't know who don't know. But trust me, it's a small world in basketball. While we on this show right now, there are hundreds of you guys that are watching right now that understand that little number you see at the top of the screen, that's not the only people that are watching. Those are the people that click on and want you to know that they're there. They're visible. Trust me. We went through this
I
stuff.
know somebody watching right now in here with me right now, and they thing ain't up on the screen.
So the people that we're talking about, they're watching right now. You could believe that. I'll put it on my mama. I know they're watching right now. At least one of them.
Unfucking believe.
So just because you don't see them on there talking, don't mean they ain't watching. That's the great thing about the Chop Shop. And really, I used to think it was bad at first. That's good because everybody don't want you to know that they there. Some people don't know because y'all might be co-workers. You might snitch them out, take a screenshot. Look what he's doing on the job.
Now check this out. Check this out. Thank you, Jay Miles. It's my first year as a parent of AAU basketball, and I'm seeing a lot of this. This why we talking about it, so your stupid asses can stop. Don't tell nobody. Don't be telling everybody. So you want me to do something, but you ain't gonna do nothing. Man.
And Jeffrey Day says, if you don't do stuff like this, then there's nothing for nobody to bring up. You don't want nobody to talk about. See, here's the thing. When you reach a certain
Jimmy, that's Forever Film. That's not Jeffrey. That's Archie.
That's Archie.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's Archie. And when you reach a certain status as a sneaker sponsor program, you're the news. Whether you win or you lose, your ass is the news. Now, the only way you really ain't the news is if you just parlay teeter around 500. Then people get tired of saying, well, the win, the loss. They just wait till you go, wait till the momentum swings you into all the way to the right or all the way to the left. That's why a lot of you guys feel like, man, they don't say nothing when we win it. Nah, because you just won 2, then you lost 2. We waiting to see if you're going to win 4. Then they're going to get talked about. Or you lose 4, as some people will be waiting on you to do. This is...
It's embarrassing to me.
Yeah. Yeah. It's and the thing is, the person, here's what I say. It happened in the public.
Yeah.
The coach whom was described as the aggressor, you know who you are, you watching right now. You must publicly make good on this in public fashion and beyond. Time heals all wounds. That's one relationship, not necessarily that relationship, that friendship with that particular coach, that's not going to heal itself right now. We're talking about the parents, many of them are probably wondering if they can trust you moving forward. The ones who are leaving their kids in the program. So that means if they want and they can trust you. Oh man, Kim crazy.
I told you I had to put it up there, man. Something wrong with that lady, man.
They can trust you. And so if you want to retain their trust or regain their trust, then get in front of that narrative and beat them to the punch. Talk to those parents. Let them know what the hell was going on with you.
Be a leader. Have empathy and perspective. You don't know what they are, go look them up.
And guess what? Some may forgive and some may say, see, here's the thing, what's involved, what the problem is. Some parents will feel like, man, I'm not worried about that, man. You're good. You're all right with me. You know why? Because my baby is in the quest of seeking to expand and surge upward his recruiting. So I'm not worried about that, coach. So that's the sacrifice. So it means you would not let the teachable moment be taught. And that's why I asked some of your parents who are watching, what was the conversations like with your kids? Because your kids saw it. So do your kids think that the aggressor, you think he's a G? Man, coach, that's my dude. You realize you talk to some of your kids, I guarantee you there was at least one kid probably left there feeling that way unless your parent talk to him and learn, wait, what do you mean? And make him get understanding as a young man to not patronize the aggressor in that. That don't happen in that situation. And so that's why it's important, because if you parents ain't talking to your kids, then guess what? Somebody else is. Karen Roach crazy too, man.
Man, I'm done with all of them, man. I'm
Y'all
done with
y'all-
all of y'all, man. I'm
y'all
done with
going-
y'all. I'm trying to be serious about this because I know how this can affect kids. We just talked about, they mentioned Keon Doolin and his situation, and her bringing up how he was molested as a kid. It's still affecting him today.
We had him on the chop shop. He was on the chop shop before.
Yeah, whatever happens to you affects you, man. Them kids are talking about that in school today. They done told their high school coach in what activity period. Coach, Coach, what would you do? Jimmy, they talking about it, Jimmy. They got to. The man said kids are slowly being poisoned. Absolutely. But if they watching this chop shop, they gonna know, kids, you don't have to do that. Don't do that. It's better leaders out there than that. Y'all need to just find some. It's better leaders out there. Especially if people have habits of doing stuff like this. Anywhere in the world, my son gonna be over there. Well, as soon as he came on, I said, hey, sir, I said, do you have anything blow with them? Jimmy, I forgot about do you got anything that blown in there? Put it in a little bag, sit it by that door, we bring it to their ass tomorrow. I done did it before, Jimmy. With Lil Rudy and them over there, Jimmy. We come back off a trip. My son said, Dad, his mama used to say, what swinging mean? she asked me, said, what swinging mean? I said, that mean when you get the ball, it mean you want to pass it to the next guy. Said, why you always say that when my son get the ball? To pass to his damn son. I ain't on that team no more. I promise y'all. Hold up. That little dude came home, packed that little old bag up, Jimmy, with that little uniform and practice jersey, put that thing by the door, and said, never going back to their practice no more. Y'all, we got some point, parents, you got to do that. Basketball ain't it? When a little boy said, ain't here. Man, the man folded stuff up himself, Jimmy. He folded it in that neat, Jimmy. To Dad, you take, I don't have to go with you. You take that back with them. Man, I don't want to go to that practice no more. I said, wow. But it's just leadership, Jimmy. And a lot of people don't understand what I'm talking about because, some people had leadership training. Man, it's about it's not about you being in charge. It's about taking care of the people in your charge. So you, leader, that means being a leader come with personal sacrifices. I hope he listening. Personal sacrifices. That means when all the credit, when something goes good, you got to give all the credit to them. When something goes bad, you got to take all the blame. I know it sucks, but that's the part of being in leadership. Or just say, no, I can't do this. It's like being a parent. Everybody got the capacity to be a parent, but do everybody want to be a parent? Jimmy, you got the capacity. You had the capacity, but you didn't want to be a parent. Some people, it's just like leadership. You might not want to do this. Set your behind down. I know it comes with perks. Man, boy, the stuff I hear out here in these streets. But Jimmy, everybody, man, I'm part of this. I'm not part. I'm this. I'm not coach. I'm not coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm not. You see my stripes up. It comes with personal sacrifice. Jimmy, get us out of here. I'll give you a little bit more because I know you got it.
And somebody asked a question. I think Mr. Bones said, "Do y'all do background checks in grassroots, or is everybody understands that everybody crooked, so none are required?" No, on the live events, Mr. Barnes, like with the NCAA certified events, then background checks are conducted because each coach has to get what they call a gold license, an approval through USA Basketball, through the NCAA. They outsource it through somebody, but they get that number. And those coaches, only those with that approval, are supposed to be the ones who sit on the benches of the 15 and under through the 17 and under divisions. Now, any other event that's not a live event, no. Generally,
how do you do a background check on just an asshole? He didn't get arrested, but he's still an asshole. He get arrested, but he ain't got arrested, but he just didn't get caught yet. You know what I'm saying? How can you it's unbelievable, man. If you swing, Jim, I thought when you swing, you got to ride. That was what I heard on the show.
Ain't no security, ain't no police officers at the practices.
I know, but I'm talking about the parents need it. Y'all keep going back to the parents. Man, I love you, player. Player, I can't be part of this organization no more. Let them do it in masses. See what happens. It's going to be some changes then. Jimmy, let 9 off each team. So I'm not going. They do what's it? Jennifer Hudson. I ain't going. I ain't going nowhere. I'm going somewhere. I'm out of here. Let all of them do that, Jimmy. It'll change some things, man.
Indeed, it will, man. So we got to get ready to land this plane, man. Don't forget, guys. NBA playoffs resume tonight. Team went home last night. Denver Nuggets, they were eliminated last night. And also as well as
Jimmy, it's a possibility for 3 teams to go home tonight.
There are 3 games tonight. And of course, as I mentioned a while ago, 2 teams eliminated last night. I'm ready to get on with the second round. So no matter what, the games will start over the weekend. The games will be starting over the weekend. Yeah. But for most teams, if the series ends tonight, so I'm ready. Let's get on the first round. Think about it like this: besides Phoenix and New Orleans, that ain't really making me just.
I like them though.
Devin Booker comes back. You know he's going to be back. If not for game 6, but for eventually he's coming back.
Not if they lose. Because Jimmy, that ham, Jimmy, that ham is the worst damn injury in the world.
If they lose at home, is he playing tonight?
Yeah. No, he ain't playing tonight.
If they lose at home, he's playing game 7.
No, they finna go to what you call them, ain't they?
Oh, okay, that's right. Phoenix had
Yeah. They're gonna go to Phoenix.
Yeah, you don't play tonight. You play at home on game 7. That's right. So that series there, Dallas and Utah. Spider comes back. He's going to try to play, I think, tonight. But once again, it's a hamstring. It's about 3 guys in this round of the playoffs that got hamstring injury. At least 3.
That hammy. All them damn muscles, Jimmy. See, people who ain't got no muscles, they don't have no hamstring problem. All that damn working out.
Who would you rather see Golden State play? Utah or Dallas?
I want them to play Dallas.
But,
I
but
thought
I'm talking about,
Golden State gonna play Memphis. They're on that Memphis side of the bracket, I
are
think.
they on Memphis side of the bracket?
Yeah. I think they're on the Memphis side
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
bracket.
2-3, 2-3. One, they're both 2-3.
Yeah.
Yeah, they play. So who would you rather Golden State play, Memphis or Minnesota?
Oh, Memphis, man. Come on. Memphis.
That's
Jimmy,
your- oh,
I can't believe you asked me that question. Hold up.
Shit.
No, you shouldn't have did it. You shouldn't have did it.
Memphis. Nothing but Memphis. Everywhere we go, it's Memphis. Memphis, Tennessee, the beautiful land in the world. It's Memphis.
You set yourself up for that one.
The beautiful land in the world. The beautiful land in the world. I don't know.
Hey.
I bet my right pocket he couldn't spell beautiful. The way he spelled. He gonna spell it just how he said it.
I don't know. I promise you, I meant to call and ask who that dude was. I got to find Penny. I bet Penny know it. But Jimmy, all of us don't talk like that. But I love the way he said. Jimmy, he was excited. Well, sometimes you get excited, you just say things. Hey, even Jawad. Hey. Hold on. Even what's my man said? What his name? How? Jimmy. I'm supposed to tell y'all something, man. Jimmy. I got something. I do it on my. You know what? It's gonna be too late. But y'all just missed out. I had something good to show y'all. I ain't gonna be able to do it. But what else you got, Jim? What else you got?
Yeah, we finna get ready to get up out of there. That was talking about the playoffs, and of course, also the NFL draft kicks off on today, and the first round of NFL draft.
Oh yeah. I talked about that.
And so that tips off today. Also, over this weekend, trying to think. I guess this is kind of like a dead weekend for grassroots basketball.
Wait a minute. So Jimmy, why ain't nobody doing no tournament this damn weekend? They want to do it.
Somebody is somewhere, but after you come off that live weekend, a lot of people, the highs are gone because it was a high traveling to that place, and then when you get to that place, you realize that it ain't necessarily what you thought it was. I'm talking about this summer, not talking about all other summer. This summer, because things have changed. Coaches aren't in abundance like they were, even at the sneaker events. They're there, yes. The most coaches are at the sneaker events, but they are not populated as they used to be in yesteryear, pre-COVID or pre-transfer portal at times. So that means it's less to go around. So that means the independent events who had been selling you guys, hey man, all the coaches gonna come through here, they're gonna swing through here, everybody can't watch them. Guess what? How did that work out? You see, what you're seeing is a lot of those guys at those smaller schools, you know what they're doing? You know what they were doing last week? They were hosting transfer portal visits from players, from prospects, instead of watching some, and hopefully they can sign them in November. Why would you do that when you can go get him on campus, and you can close that deal in 48 hours? You know how much money you save? You know how much money they save recruiting a transfer portal kid? They ain't got to.
Rob, watch this, Jim. Kendrick Davis. I'm sorry. Keep going.
How many times that Memphis had to fly in and go and go to the house, fly in, go to his old high school, fly in, go meet the registrar, fly in, go meet some of his teachers, meet his high school coach. You cut all those trips out. You came to Houston, you come in Houston maybe one time, sit down, lay it on out, do the home visit if y'all what you want to do, and guess what? You bring them in for a campus visit and close the deal.
Look what my man said. And Jimmy, I'm gonna make light of this. So Jimmy, it's not a solution for this, right? Real. I done heard this, Jimmy.
I heard it too. I mean, but that's what I'm saying. So people look at me, and guess what? If you seems agitated by me saying that and asking that and posing those questions, then so be it, because that's what you signed up for. So my thing is, on the Chop Shop, we explained what was going to happen.
Joe did.
Everybody jumped out there. I'm gonna go to this. I'm gonna go to this circuit. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go. Okay, that's cool. But do you really think we don't understand what you're doing? You could save some of that money and use that for the Big Bang trip.
Jimmy, guess what? They had to try the first one. Maybe they'll adjust on the second part. Maybe they'll adjust, Jimmy. Maybe they'll adjust. This man said RCS Sport is his Bible.
I see what he's talking about. Walter Yates, no, he's a head college coach now, guys, at Holy Patriot University. And this morning in the VIP news of RCS Sports, I wrote a very detailed piece, on the top 10 unsigned.
Oh, that's you wrote that. I thought that was Jeffrey Dana. I thought you wrote that.
No, you could tell my writing when I did I write like I talk, damn it.
Yeah.
And so, but I know how to spell. So, the words don't pronounce them sometimes. It ain't the most beautiful land in the world. The most beautiful land.
Man, y'all.
Land in the world. Oh my God.
The more I teach you, the dumber I get.
but I wrote a nice piece on that this morning.
Real nice piece.
Detailed the recruiting situations for the top 10 unsigned seniors in the area. And I see that's what Walt's saying as a coach. He done got out of his office. He's headed to 2 of them schools to try to see if he can close the deal. I ain't mad at you, Walt. That's what I mean. Hopefully, more people, more you parents can go and get that and send it intel and let the coaches know, like him know. I talked to a coach. True story before we let y'all go. True story. I'm not going to even say the name. So I get calls this time of the year, normally when May comes around, but we right on the heels of May. May is when I normally get phone calls from a lot of 12th grade parents who probably walked around with their lips turned up because they had been led to believe that I was the big bad wolf for 3 to 4 years prior to. And it happens. I understand that. I get those calls and somebody may have watched the Chop Shop, gave it the time of day, and they realized something. Hey man, you know what? That makes sense. I'm going to try that. So I get a call from a parent, and this parent, his son is already in college. And so he asked me, hey man, I want to get your thoughts on something. I say, well, he hit me last night. I say, well, it's date night. Get with me in the morning. We can rap. It's date night on Wednesday night, so can't rock with you right now. So he calls this morning and we get together and we get on the phone and we rap. He tells me what the play is. The son, time to move on, new college. He has, this and that. So I say, here's what I asked him. What I asked you guys, same question. I say, text message me 3 cities other than your city that you have relatives that live in, that you communicate with. Because everybody have relatives don't mean that you talk to them, that your son can call and go eat a Sunday dinner at if he goes to college in that city. He sent me the 3 names, promised to go. And so I go and I call one of the, I say, so he's like, anything else? And no, coach. I say, no, sir, I don't charge to help people that are trying to help themselves. I say, I never charged people to do this. This is why I don't solicit to people that I do it, because they'll put me to work and I'll be so busy that I would have to in order to gain control of my time. So I go and I look at the list of cities he texts me out of, and guess what? I'd call one of the cities. I look up the junior college in that city. I look on the list. Sometimes I see some of those coaches, I forget their names. I gotta look at their pictures, on the coach's website. Oh, I remember this dude. And I go search my phone, see if he in my phone. Oh, so I go. I've never did what I did this morning. So what I did, I see the email address out. I copied and pasted in my email box. I sent him a cold call email. This is my name. This is my city. I know your name. I know you worked at a school under the coach that I know. give me a call when you get a chance. I may have a name or a couple of names for you if you have scholarships. Period. Dude go, of course a coach can go do his homework, or he might know me already. He goes and he calls me, say, man, I remember you. You was with my boss and we was at the Final Four and we was this and that. And he was a grad assistant at the time. I don't remember him, but he remembers. So it's a small world. Guess what? I put him on. And it's just that simple. I gave him the dad's information, gave him the kids' information, told him what college he's at. And I say, look, and I'm out of it now. If you need anything else, just let me know. But I don't get in too deep. That ain't my job. My job is to go and save people time, save people money. If you ask for help, I'm going to help you. The dad's going to call me back tomorrow. I will have talked to a school in each one of those cities that he have named by tomorrow. And his son is going to be solid in regards to that. Now, if the coaches like what they see. If they like what they see. So that's what I want to get you guys to understand. This is, and when it goes down, I'm quite sure I'll come back and we'll come back and tie the knots on this story, because it's still open. It's an open story right now. We'll see how the plane lands on this with the young man, because the young man got size. Out. We're talking about he's 6'8". He's 6'8" in Division I. Not many JUCOs gonna turn their nose at 6'8" in Division I.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That and was ranked in the top 10 when he was in high school in the area. He's ranked in the top 10. So anyway, guys.
B. Scott.
Send some emails on my behalf. B. Scott, who you been calling all this time?
Hello.
Hell, you've been watching the Chop Shop. Who have you been calling all this time? Come on now. Shoot. So appreciate that, guys. Make sure you share the show on your way out the door. We appreciate everybody this week. A lot of good stuff.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
Next week, we'll bring a couple of guests back in for you next week. We'll bring a college coach in. It's time.
I thought you was gonna bring Rick and Walter Yates. Let me know that day, because I'm gonna be absent that day.
You know what?
What?
I said it. They both know I said it. Now it's on them. We don't. When have you ever known?
No, but let me know. I just want to be out. I want to be absent that day.
Okay.
Yeah.
But when have you ever known me to solicit people to come on?
I'm just saying.
I said one time.
No,
I said, hey man, you come on the show.
No,
y'all get ready.
I was just wanting to mess with Walter. I wanted to mess with Walter, because I just wanted to mess with Walter. That's all. I can't wait. Man, y'all something, man. So, hey, Kevin Freeman always being messy. Let's get out of here, man.
Yeah, man. So that's it. It's time, man. It's time. Baby Friday is coming to a close. It is time now. Slide down Dino's back and yabba dabba do this thing. It's time to go put something in my cup. I'm gone. Flip my old hat to the side. It's happy hour. It's happy hour time. See you guys on Monday. And
Mañana.
You guys be safe out there. More importantly, be smart out there. Chop Shop, Robert Haller, this is Jim Hicks. We up out of here. Peace.
All right, and stop fighting.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop.